quick review. I think last time I was up here for my 10-minute, we talked about dental and vision and the fact that it is the first products that Aflac has that are not supplemental, they're actually insured products. So just wanted to remind everybody of that with open enrollment coming up and those types of things. Dental, why dental? It is the third most requested benefit outside of medical and retirement. It is 80% of employees see it as important, and the network that we now own, there are 270,000 in network. There's 150 within 5 miles of where we're sitting right now. So a very good network there on our dental plans. Why dental or why vision? Again, it's important for employees, see it as an important benefit. It does detect chronic conditions before other symptoms appear, and 4 out of the 5 top eyewear providers are in our network. We're talking about places like Costco, Walmart, those types of things, so they're all over the place. Thank you, sir. So the bulk of Aflac, most of you know we do supplemental benefits. Look at the screen there on the left side, the orange are our supplemental benefits. Accident, cancer, hospitalization, we do have supplemental dental and vision, but with the 2 network products we have, they're probably a better benefit for employees. What most people don't realize is Aflac does a lot of things for employers outside of just supplemental benefits. On the right-hand side there in the blue, you see some of the things that we offer along with our Aflac products at many times a cost-neutral basis to the employer. So with that, those products and services, the employer basically has nothing out of pocket for the benefits that they're providing their employees and for the value adds, things like telemedicine, fraud protection, personal wellness, different programs that we can offer to their employees at no cost to those employers. Sir, we have touched on a couple of times in my 60-second, I think, the WOTC tax credit. It's a work opportunity tax credit. We work with Get Hired, and Aflac picks up the cost of that for the employer. So again, another benefit to the employer at no cost to that employer. You just look at that example, 10 new hires. If just 30% of those new hires are eligible for a WOTC tax, make the employer eligible for a WOTC tax credit. Average tax credit per employee or new hire, $3,500. It's $10,500 in a tax reduction for that employer. They just hire 10 employees and 30 of those make them eligible for a tax credit. I don't know what employer couldn't use $10,000 off of their tax bill at the end of the year. And again, it's something that Aflac's paying for. The Get Hired product costs money. Aflac picks that up for the employer whenever they're offering Aflac to their employees. So again, free benefit to employers. So why Aflac? If you look there on the employer side, benefits can be offered at no cost to employees. Value adds are normally cost neutral, and they add productivity. Whenever you talk about identity theft, you've got an employee that's had their identity stolen. What are they doing during the workday instead of working? Worrying about how am I going to do this? Trying to make phone calls between 8 and 5 to try to get those things resolved. Again, that's a value add that we offer to the employees through the employer at no cost to the employer, but it helps their employee if something does happen, and it improves their productivity because now they're able to do their work and somebody else is handling that fraud protection or that identity theft. Just talked about Get Hired, again, cost neutral. We pick up the cost there. And potentially there's thousands and thousands of dollars in tax savings for that employee. or for that employer. Tax deductions. Most of our benefits are pre-taxed, which means the employer isn't paying employee tax on those premiums, even though they aren't paying the premiums, the employee is. The employer saves the employee tax on those premium dollars. And benefits, as we all know, help attract and retain quality employees. On the employees side, it's cash benefits. All of our supplemental benefits pay the employee or the policyholder directly. We don't pay a hospital or a physician, we pay them directly. It's there to help them with financial needs whenever a medical occurrence issue occurs. They also receive those tax savings because, again, they're pre-tax, so they're not paying taxes on the premium dollars that they're spending. So there's some tax savings there for them. And it helps them feel like they've got support through their employer and that the employer appreciates it. Really what I need is 20 minutes with an employer or an HR director to go through some of those things, see if there are ways or things that will fit and help them and their employees. Greg Neely with Aflac. Thanks for your time, guys. Awesome.
I just want to comment that one of my companies that I'm no longer involved with, we had 40 employees, and we had an Aflac guy come in, and he came into our conference room with a bunch of donuts. And he sat down and he spoke, and about half of them signed up, and it was just a great thing for the employees, and it was great for us as an employer.
Exactly. And that's the thing, is just getting that 20 minutes with the employer, because it doesn't, they've got one responsibility. The payroll deductions. That's all they've got to do. And our premiums don't change. So once they set Greg Neely up on payroll deduction, they're taking my $20 or $30 or whatever it is out. It doesn't change. As long as I don't change the coverage I've got, it doesn't change. So it's pretty much a one-time setup. We go in each year, make sure that we're going over there, because a lot of our policies have wellness benefits. We're making sure those employees know or remember that they've got wellness benefits, help them get those claims filed and get that money and not leave it on the table.
Yeah, just one last question. When they leave the company, it's safe to say that the product is portable?
Yes, it is, absolutely. So all they do there is they start paying for it directly out of their credit card or bank account directly, as opposed to it being payroll deducted. The only thing is they do lose that tax savings because now they're paying for it with after-tax money. But if they give me a call, I'll talk to the new employer and make sure that we try to get Aflac in there and get them that tax savings back in there. Take care of that one.
That's what it is.
Thanks, guys.
Fantastic. Any other questions for your guy? Great. Your guy. Okay. Perfect.
Do you do later evening appointments?
I'm sorry?
Do you do later evening appointments?
Absolutely. Yep.
He's 24/7.
24/7.
False. 2 a.m.
If I hear the cell phone ring.
It's true.
Yeah, if he hears it.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thanks again, Greg. We appreciate it. I love it, man.